Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 17 of our legendary Changeling Immortal Empires campaign. We are here in diplomacy with Thigvald the Magnificent, apparently before lunch, where we're having sashimied man thighs. He wants to have a peace treaty for 5,600 gold, and I think I am perfectly fine with that. He also wants a non-aggression pact, which I'm less fine with, but I'll take the gold for the peace treaty.
I am pleased.
I am pleased. Cool. I'm so glad to hear it.
Yes.
My people are no longer being butchered. I am pleased. Same thing here with you, Morger. Although, did you just rebuild? Never mind. No peace for Morger. We're gonna go hunt him down. So the plan for this episode, we have the Changeling coming on in to try to go after the Witchwood. Same thing with Earl the Magnificent. We are going to be doing what we can to take down the rest of the schemes here in Nagaron. As far as we've basically got an army in every theater now, except for down in the Southlands. So Chanjeel Slate Glaze has made his, or Slate Gaze, I guess, has made his way into Lustria, where we can either attack Jahutek or go after Kipsati here, which probably a good idea to deal with the surrounding armies before hitting the settlement, but we will find out soon. Over in Cathay, we've got an army building on up, led by Baronair, the buff and brilliant. He's got himself some Screamers, some Spawn, and a unit of Changebringers coming on in to complement his kind of ragtag group of Chaos Warriors and Goat people. I guess horse people, this is. Either way, we've got some armies building on up in Wage-In as well. And then we've got Norska and a couple armies building up, or at least one army building up over in a Hell Pit. Alcivar is moving his way through Norska just to get some lovely Tzeentch corruption built up here on the Monolith of Bjorkel. That way we finish off kind of the final scheme there, and then we're going to try to deal with Be'lakor. We'll see if he is staying our buddy. Actually, we're already friends with Be'lakor, aren't we? He turns and looks, hang on now, deal with? I thought we were buddies. Fair enough, we're friends for now.
Work with us.
I would love to. We are so much more powerful than you, we could probably threaten him, but I don't know what the overall actual baseline is, threshold for threaten. Something for me to do on my own time to kind of get researched up. If you know how, kind of what the threshold is for that one, or if it's completely random, go ahead and let me know in the comments. That way we can all be smarter together. Frog wants a non-aggression. Or 1,300, I can go for that. Oh yes. And then we'll go ahead and grab...
Now.
Maybe not with you, Thigvald. You are a little bit of a suspicious character. If you snack on people, I tend to not trust you. Weird how that works.
Always scheming.
Always scheme. We're just gonna check on all of our income-producing buildings over here in the Dark Elf land, because all of these settlements will eventually, after they recover from our initial raiding, we'll start making a good deal of gold. But neither of these are doing too well right now, so let's instead come back over to Cathay and get those units into this army so we can get out and start moving around.
Change beckons.
Change beckons. We'll give you another unit of Change Bringers, because it does beckon, and then we'll give you... I'd love to go for Exalted Pinks, but we'll do normal Pink Horror, so it only takes the 2 turns. And then as soon as we are able, we'll have it start forcing the Rebellion to either train up one of our 2, well, you can see one of our 3 unevolved lords here. Alright, well that is going to be our turn. We'll come on into the Changeling, who is teleported onto this little peninsula. Hopefully Tilly...
Even the Lawmaster.
Hopefully Tilly's brave enough to attack us. I'd love some more experience.
I've walked a mile in your shoes.
At least for one battle, I think, with old Angry Stunty. Join his war with the Clan Rictus Rats. I realized I did sign a non-aggression pact with the Rictus Rats, didn't I? Very unfriendly. Help us conquer another and you shall not feel our ire. Now we're trusted friends. Oh no, we've been discovered, and Clan Molder is coming on in. They've got how many summons a minute below? 4? I think this is one we want to give to the auto-resolve. We could fight these rats, but man, that's 2 rattling guns and a mutant ogre and the plague claw catapults, as well as menace below. So we'll hopefully not get punished. Leonard Lichmore, it's the Emperor. Somehow Palpatine returned. Joseph Hawks has themselves another big angry toad. Knife the Mad was slain. Edgenbolt and Garer all were taken down. Well done, Karn the Crow Brother. And our Lustrian Cabal has now been researched. Time to get to meddling with the Great Plan. Nagenhoff also has a Trickster Cult now. Sweet business. You can talk about cowardice all you want, but we are winning. Our Cauldra also has a Trickster Cult. Don't mind if I do. I love his chuckle in the background. Okay, so actually over there in Kislev, I think all of the settlements that are surrounding Kislev now have a cult, so we'll go ahead and tear this on out and replace it. It is treason to command me, he says. Alright, Karn, you got 2 more turns to survive, and Throt, while he knows you're here, hasn't come out to do anything about it, which is both suspicious and good for us.
I am unstoppable.
Let's go ahead and continue to make you further unstoppable by buffing up your non-demonic units. 12 extra armor and 8 more melee attack.
Gain my strength.
122 and 49. So these guys are looking a little bit more like your Khornate Chaos Warriors now.
I have had enough of snow.
I've had enough of snow. They've got a quote where they're talking about it being too cold to ski, which I think is hilarious. Just imagine some exalted heroes and heralds of Tzeentch skiing around on the slopes, not even worrying about taking over the world. I want one of you to be a gladiator. Right? Ooh, 20% more experience? Never mind, one of you's a strategist. And since you can't stack those kind of passives together, we're gonna make you, Vigo, the Chaos Commander. We'll give him standard die. Be very good for our Tzeentch boys. I'm also gonna keep this one on foot for as long as I can, so you're on a Chaos Steed for now, but you will now be on foot. There, Vigo, the brick. Brick and the wall. Give you a Helm of Discord. And you all equipped up now. Like none of your other heroes are.
Danger is chosen.
Extra relations with all Chaos factions, and then more replenishment rate. Actually sounds pretty good for if we are just dealing with Skaven on repeat, but we take 10 turns, so I'm gonna change my mind there pretty quickly. Let's pull up to our heroes, or our lords haven't been moved, and start zooming on around. We could set up another cult here at the Blacklight Tower, but I am far more interested in actually just making some progress. So come on, Grom. On we move. Because there's no... Oh, Blacklight Tower would make us some gold, wouldn't it? Alright, fine. I can always be bribed. Let's come on around this way. Now hit the Blacklight Tower. Decisive victory? Don't mind if I do. We shall. Whoa. So much gold. Set up a symbiotic cult. Vigo the Brick and Herald both have themselves a disc and a lovely new Tzeentchian Zealot. Sweet, making money already. 1,700. Yes, please.
I am every.
Listen, our armies are getting very expensive. We need all the extra. Ooh. Hard to hit for Akold the Windstruck. Just slightly less aggressive than being Thunderstruck. Don't quite sit with the same metal flare either. Too hard to hit for you and you both. For my Tzeentch characters, we like to make them very tanky more than anything else. And we'll pop in the Enforcer's Abode. And because we're cheeky, we'll do Agent's Hollow and then was it the Ravaging Host summons in? Where's the one that summons in a demonic rebel army? Yeah, that's what we'll summon in here. Unleash some more chaos. Alright, Egarl, time for you to punch Vol's Anvil in the face. We're going to do quite a bit of auto-resolving here for the time being, so we can kind of speed along to our next quest battle. Getting up to plus fighting 5 Dawi is... I might need glasses. These are not Dawi. That goes in the book. Most knife-eared looking Dawi I've ever seen. I was like, this settlement was likely not making much gold at all. So what we could do is just have this unleash an army that is allied with us. So let's go ahead and pop in the Agent's Hollow to make it less likely that they're spotted, and then come on in to go for the Dark Ritual. An army loyal to the Changeling is summoned upon building completion. I'm really curious as to kind of the different variants we can get from these army types here. Earl should evolve at next turn. Glorious. I will give you Rally in the meantime.
Sworn to the Architect.
Maybe Thoth can have better replenishment. Blue Scribes, let's go for... Let's go for Heesh. Of their vast collection, these scrolls were among their least favorite, as merely unfurling them threatens to banish the scribes back to the realms of chaos. And since they don't like Heesh, we're going to make them use it. It is your main kind of lore in banishing demons, but it's also used in summoning them. It's kind of a double-edged sword for demons, so it makes sense why they would be terrified of it. Let's upgrade these, that way we get a few more heroes available for recruiting.
Unpredictable, unforeseen,
Can't do any more
victory.
goofy stuff with Trickster Rifts or Cultists, but we could perhaps... Break Alliance, Halt Army, Force War. None of these I really care about. Force Peace. Reveal Shroud. Reveal Shroud could be useful. And even Open Gates could be useful if we have an army that doesn't have any siege attackers. We can just force our way in. But let's instead look for anything that's going to give us either more replenishment rate or more experience gain for our heroes and lords. Just more recruit ranks so they start off higher. Fair enough, let's go for Endless Mutation, that way we get more global recruitment rate, or global recruitment capacity.
I love Loci. What trickster wouldn't?
What trickster wouldn't?
Glory to the Changer.
Glory indeed. Let's have you come on out
Change is inevitable.
and search this mysterious island. Or we just start doing work here at Athaloran right away. Let's go get the island first.
There shall be ruin. The ocean brings
Almost. I thought we could maybe reach it. Sometimes you can just by getting right next to it. Amadeus. 6 turns before you can get another tank. Fair enough. We are just going to have you. Let's sprint back to one of our settlements that is our own. So we can hide. Grab him a few more heroes. Let's see if we can't get them over here. A 1 rag. Really, I haven't built him up enough. Fair enough. Moment of potential needs to go up 1 higher before we can get anything there, and then this one never was a hero building. I played myself. Fair enough. That does tend to happen. Alright, Amadeus, can you teleport through? Nope, so we're gonna march stance. We are going to test the limits of our friendship with Rictus to its fullest.
Fractals of time, move mine.
Exactly.
Let me think.
Blade Rock making 600 gold sounds good. Let's check Cathay real quick.
This unrelenting
Just the 1 turn and he's out and moving. No heroes here, so we do have to keep in mind that the army's leadership is going to be pretty sus compared to normal. Alright, who else hasn't been moved? Changeling. Well, it's a... Who all are you at war with? Draconia and the Awakened. Please go ahead and make friends with Luther Harkin real quick. maybe. And we could at least, because Bordalo is...
Valiant Lord.
we're not at war with him yet.
Only
I will
the
join your
great
war with
companions
Itza.
of old could hope to best me, yet you would try with words.
I could melt you with a single word, indeed.
I suppose so.
Agreed, but do not think to dictate to me what the terms are, peasant. Alright, Alberic. I'll be over there in a moment, just you wait. Albrick. Secondary brick approaches. Alright, Johan, I'm gonna have you drop off your cult over here in Itza proper. We just set up a military cult? This actually gives us some proper military buildings right off the bat. Or we just make gold. Alright, Jahutek, we emerge. Oh, lovely. They've got barrier as well. Battle of the Barrier Boys.
Battle brings change.
We'll have ourselves a proper fight soon. Semiotic Cult, he is now upon a disc. And that lifts the Shroud and Lustria, which is going to further cause more lag here for our game. Wow, well done to Hinowin. I've never seen him do this well. He has pushed all of the Dark Elves and the High Elves out. And that answers the question of, do they have to be alive in order for us to get credit for sacking the colonies? Luckily, it just counts as whatever those settlements are. So, good to know. Unlike with like the Tomb Kings and stuff, where you lose that opportunity. Alright, let's go many-colored fires to make sure our Changebringers are nice and spicy.
Such
Rog, we're gonna upgrade Searing Doom. So we are now in even enemy territory. This guy's trade sounds great. And then a few more buildings that give us access to the Exalted Heroes, or what I want. Awesome. What's not awesome is Gorok and Kipsatir here. Luckily the jungle does seem to be bogging them down a little bit. Sweet business. Over to the Banehauser, who has risen. Can you teleport further than that? Absolutely not, so let's start running.
Destruction awaits.
Start running.
Through Tzeentch's will.
One more turn there, and that looks like all we can do for now. Let's come on back up to the Changeling. We're going to keep him as Grom, probably for the rest of this scheme here in Nagaron.
Welcome, trusted fool.
Welcome, Darth Vader. Wow, 10,000 for peace. We call for a cessation of hostilities. Big words and a big chest of gold. What happens if I accept and then immediately stab you in the back? Also, what if I ask for more gold? Say 15,000. He says, I'm only willing to give you this much. Sure. And I'm going to stab you in the back. Welcome to Tzeentch politics. A brutal business. Actually. Earl. They do indeed. Let's teach them. This mortal champion has proved themselves a worthy beneficiary of the Dark God's boons. And demon princes are popping up left and right. They are now ready to take the next step on the path of glory and become a demon prince. Earl is ascended. His name is now Ventress Manbane. No. You can keep the Manbane title, but your name is Earl. Never forget it. Crooked Moon Wa fails. Orger is ambushing again. Jared's errantry. This mortal has ascended, taking on a new and monstrous appearance. Let's see. Wow, he actually looks great. This more looks like an ascended cultist than what he was prior. I love the gold inlays on his wings, too. Although you look like you were less in control of yourself than the normal. We'll go ahead and just give you a Forbidden Rod so you can wiggle that on around. And the Opal Amulet is weak compared to some ward save. Awesome. Let's go ahead and replace those skills. We'll go Dominating Presence, Route Marcher. And honestly, Really metal shifting. Prismatic pluralities in the last here. Interesting stuff. Let's do Hearts of Iron so our lads are fighting for longer. We'll do Blue Fire. Fires of Change. I'm going to upgrade Blue Fire because it's always a good bread and butter spell to have. And then we'll just go for Plague of Rust to further weaken a single unit. Although we're likely just going to keep blasting Blue Fire spam with Earl for now.
Glorious tools of chaos.
Alright, well, let's raid all the way to the Witchwood.
Reap without mercy.
Actually, it's going to take us a long time to get there if we do that, so let's go ahead and go into March to the Witchwood. They did just sue for peace, so they're not going to be doing anything to us whatsoever. We'll go ahead and have...
There is favor to be
We could transfer the Witchwood to an army that we are fighting. That way we don't necessarily have to break the agreement with the Druki. Let's say we give it over to the Cult of Pleasure instead and fight her. That actually, I think, is a good call.
Join.
Come, join us.
chaos.
Grayling Moot in... Oh, it's in the wrong place, really. Still in the Doomkeep.
Blasphemy.
Let's get moving. I'm going to activate the Spread Corruption and now, though, for this army. That way we can get it cooling down faster, too. Alright, one more turn and he's out and about. Finally. 450 being yoinked away from there. Gonna cost 10k, and I mean, that'll allow us to throw out a lot more elite armies, but we can't afford armies that are filled with Mutalith Vortex Beasts, although we may just want one, at least, Doomstack army, which I don't normally build, but for this art, for the Changeling, it feels right. Daughter's Den here, News Clock. Here comes Grimgore again.
Tzeentch slay.
Yeah, so we in friendly territory now. Here indeed, we have plenty of gold. Hopefully we have some room on the global recruit.
Summon them. Summon
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these Forsaken.
those who serve the
Get rid of one unit of Chosen, no matter how much it does hurt. Replace them with one Halberd Chosen. Cackles like a mad lad in the background. And then we'll have some Exalted. There's normal pink horrors in the background. Difference in missile strength is pretty chunky. Same thing with weapon strength. Could increase 71. 47 defense. It just takes 4 turns for them to actually recruit them, so I'm going to stay with normal pinks for now. Oh, there's Greebits. He can't see us, thankfully, but man, he's on his way. Lordy coming. Alright, Baronair, time for you to get out and moving. We'll have you just sprint on over to Nangao,
Tzeentch guides me.
which looks like it is either under control of the Skaven, or was just razed to the ground.
Incarnate.
Changeling, where would this take you? Well, that's actually perfect. Well, kind of.
Demon Prince
Kind of perfect.
Tzeentch. I am changed.
How do we get out to the sea, though? Much more difficult than it looks. Can we just teleport out there, please?
It was I who let Slaanesh's
9.
precious silver apples of knowledge to rot in nerves.
And you still think it's worth it, so we're gonna go around like this. No one's gonna do anything about it. We are wielding the Sword of Cain. Alright, as far as the actual Lustrian Mazdamundi, fighting lizard men, triggering a rebellion of Chaos Demons in Itza, and then razor sack all the High Elf colonies. Whoops, there we go.
Master.
We'll start making our way down towards those colonies then. We're still in... Juvatek is kind of a small province here.
Moving.
We'll stay in Juvatek and switch into a proper ambush, and then we'll attack them.
Then reveal.
Exactly. That's everyone moved. Except for Karn here.
Row Go to war.
Oh, the wall. Shrieking Blade, and we have now press ganged a whole bunch of new friends. How excellent.
Go!
I'm gonna march stance up right next to Brion,
Chaos
and we are going to
flies
strike
the
our first
seas.
battle against Orion over here. That's even if he has a pretty good amount of archers. We have tanks. Well, it's up to you to hold back against Morgar now. We have pushed the beasts into... We've destroyed their initial Hardstone, so... Gotta take back Skavenblight. Let's come on into Karn and end the turn.
Hold this for Kislev, not I. Fine bones. Did I say that out loud?
Oh boy, he's looking at your bones. I'm gonna call the police. We're ready for peace for now. Sounds good. Now we don't have to worry about Throt randomly attacking us. Alright, there's our Trickster Cult in Itza. So now with this turn, we should have plenty of gold to then... Ooh, a Trickster Cult in Skavenblight? We didn't have to do anything. How glorious. If anything, we can just go for the building that summons in the friendly army. To make sure that the Skaven get it back. What I'm gonna do. Rog.
Not possible.
Not possible.
The demonic host.
Which is exactly what they sound like.
By my demonic
Onward.
hand. If I had my way.
Fighting Broken Axe and the Disciples of the Maw. Let's go ahead and see if we can't make some friends with the Disciples. As a form we do not yet have.
Please, great God, no.
Let me believe it.
Let me
Look at-
believe it. Cook it.
Probably tastes like one of those specialty, Twizzlers. This is the Halzen faction. Thank you for your gold. The Great Maul's hunger abates. Now it's time to fight some Wood Elves.
The sin,
Nothing defending this settlement, sadly enough, so we'll
ruination,
click the button of doom
and death.
and set up a symbiotic cult. Even the sturdiest of defenses would struggle to withstand this warrior's attack. As Karn does never skip leg or arm day. Not making much gold from here, though. You can just go ahead and summon in the Agent's Hollow, just in case we want to go for any more army summoning buildings.
Glory to the change.
Now onward to the Fall of Athaloran.
Deceiver.
Changeling, you're gonna come on out and around.
Keep up, mortals.
And then we're gonna change the ways and switch the Witchwood over for the Ice Rock Gorge. So, a yoink. Take this settlement here. Oh, it's a capital, so we can't. Okay, such is the way.
I have risen.
Let's go ahead and... Now I guess we can just camp our way in.
Killing commences soon.
The lovely camp in the woods. Gotta... Maka's trying to climb up the tower again. Getting on your way up there, Walrus. Oh. Alright, well that got way more dramatic than it needed to, didn't it, Panda Cat? She was struggling to climb her chunky self on up, and the little shitstarter Mochi decided it was time to throw hands while she was struggling, so... Battle then ensued. It's been dealt with since, and let's get back to the episode. So we really just need to sack the Witchwood, isn't it? Make sure I know what we're actually doing here. Yeah, sack the Witchwood, and then win 12 battles against the Dark Elves, we can absolutely. No problem. Earl, that's up to you now.
Tzeentch his will.
Asavar, who is currently... I thought we activated the spread corruption on you last turn. Maybe we just didn't. Either way, you can now spread some corruption over here.
Perform
In the
murder.
monolith. Yep, spread corruption. Interesting. I could have swore I saw that happen last time, but maybe we just clicked off. That's no problem. You are
Demon Prince
charging up
of
this area with
Tzeentch.
some lovely Tzeentch corruption. We'll upgrade the training that this army is experiencing as well.
Power magics.
Looks like Madeline's moving on Zlanhwapek. And for some reason, we can't quite reach. Interesting. The jungle is a strange place. We will just go ahead and...
Not here. There.
We'll just teleport our way on over. I'm cool with fighting maybe one army, but Gorok is probably not far behind, so we'll want to be careful if we end up throwing hands. Let's go metal shifting here with Grog. Baronair will go to that final point of corruption. That way we can poison Wedge in properly. Alright, Crow Brother, time for you to get out and moving too. We are going to send you down to the Southlands. Traverse rifts. We don't have a rift down in the Southlands. Really, we don't. I thought we already did. So maybe we want to wait until we actually have one up and running. We could just teleport him over here to Lustria. And then work his way across from there after helping out with the lizards, which I think will go nicely. 100 gold to generate from Fort Ostrosk, so don't mind if I do.
Boyars bow to no one.
Boyars bow to no one. I would like more heroes. Zavastra will go up to the next hero on each of these, just so they're good and upgraded. They'll pay for themselves, it's just going to take a little bit of time. Okay. Yeah, I'm not interested in upgrading random buildings, so let's come on back over to...
Magic of Chaos.
Baronair, who's sprinting across Cathay currently. Looks like they're being pushed back by either the... I don't know if it's the dragons, the Skaven, or both. But there is Yao Dai, so if we're moving quickly, we can deal with Zhao Ming. If we see him soon, we'll beeline straight for him. Alright, let's pull up Province tab. There were a few that I had the reality wounds going in at, or whatever they're called here, for the Legion of the Changeling. Ritual is concluded and the Changeling's forces are called forth. Exactly. You get more of those up and running. Mark Rond. Alright, looks good. We are out of gold. Let's come on back to the Changeling, who's about to throw himself through the Underworld Sea Lane.
Greetings, most noble and wise interlocutor.
Interlocutor. What a name. In Non-Aggression Pact, the Druki have much to offer. Indeed, like your blood. Alright, Eshin is no more, which probably means we are going to fail whatever that scheme was it is associated with. Oh, really? No. Because he could come back. And if we sack the settlements enough, we can try to summon back ourselves a Skaven warlord. Go ahead and set sail. Soon to be unleashed upon the southern portion of the Ashen Coast. Now we go ahead and betray the Dark Elves here, and even if it's a weak army, we are going to go ahead and...
Weakling.
Ah, glorious war.
A deluge of slaughter.
Go ahead and fight it. We've had no fights this entire episode here. So, Vendors of the Witchwood. Prepare to die. Alright, so it's a battle of the sorceress who doesn't get enough sun versus our own lord, who has definitely stared into the sun for 4 days straight to gain its solar powers. He's crazy, don't ask. Let's see how much damage, though, we can do with the blue scribes. And all of our enemies should have... Where's their weakness to fire? Okay, so that passive will kick in as soon as the battle started. Sweet. Alright, well, we've got our baby blue Kadai Destroyer. Which, actually, he looks great. The colors do clash a little bit. But it's a Tzeentch Kadai. Nightmare for everyone. Let's do ourselves a bit of a checkerboard with these clowns. Okay. We gotta actually click on the right units. Go ahead and grab the Infernal Guard. Get them in a little bit more square formations and pull them back just a smidge. That way they can laser beam their way on through. I will put the mortars in the center. Thank you, Skaven. Flamethrower boys up on top of the hill there, and then just inside the forest. Okay, I'm also gonna go ahead and hide these Centaurs in the forest as well. I mean, they're not gonna like fighting Dreadspears at all. They're very low armor, but they should be fine. Centaurs back here behind everyone else. Like so, we'll keep you in the middle to go rush out after anyone if they get too close. And the Furies can just kind of defend the back line. Sweet. These Druki don't have any cavalry to speak of, so it'll be a very slow flank when they try one. Alright, lads, let's get them. I will send in the Blue Scribes and our Lord to catch some attention. Let's sail on over and do some damage. So we can glean magic. Just yoink that right on away from you. Thank you kindly. Orin, go ahead and land in these dark shards and do some damage. Wiggle your rod around while you do it. Okay, we've got Law's Protection. Oh, I guess he stopped moving for a moment. Go ahead and please land on these dark shards. We're gonna lose our Demon Prince already, huh? We should have just let them come over to us. Let's go ahead and do the Chain Lightning on this group of clowns. Go ahead and land them here. I wish I could cast them. Go ahead and get the Blue Scribes back up in the air. That was a fantastic Chain Lightning. No fire spells just yet. Blue Scribes do have a really hard time pulling out of combat, so we were going to want to stay very close to them. You guys thought.
What was that? Blue Scribes.
They're firing on our Exalted Flamer, but receiving a good deal of return fire in the process. We'll just have the good Kadai Destroyer go finish them off. Same thing going over here. I'm not even going to have the Furies go help, otherwise they're going to do too much damage to friendlies. Laser rifle's working. Oh, these are the Shays, the poor fools. I mean, they're doing their best thing, their best dodging attempts there, aren't they? Land in here, just drop that armor fully. Centaurs come out and finish off whoever's left. And that's that. That is that. Send the Furies up over the top. They are really focus firing the Scribes, aren't they? I don't know if I saw the bonus fire damage really being that effective. We could all have you firing on the same. The mortars are being incredibly effective. Thank you, Plague Wind. Centaurs rush round, and that's the victory for Tzeentch. Witchwood falls. We gotta be a little bit more patient with our Tzeentch lords. Alright, only 7 fall in the fighting. I think a lot of that went to friendly fire from the Exalted Flamers. And our own Fires of Tzeentch. So we're gonna go ahead and set up a symbiotic cult here in the Witchwood. Thank you kindly, and that is the Vandals of the Witchwood. So we now have a greenskin rebellion is going to pop up in the Witchwood and appear in all regions adjacent. So we also are going to have more armor piercing damage for all of our armies. Piercing strikes.
Demon Prince.
89 weapon strength. Good grief. 74 on the fire glaives. Yeah, we are packing a wallop.
Demonic glory.
They think it's worth closing the gap until that archer turns around and punches him right in the noggin. We will take also the additional Plague of Rust. Crom. I guess it's down to Glittering Robe. Nothing too exciting for you anymore since your spellbook is mostly finished off. You have to just have to learn the spells you didn't want to now. Go Burning Head for you.
By my demonic hand.
The Wrath will go ahead and give, I think, the final upgrade to Plague of Rust.
The demonic host.
The spell I definitely use all the time, so extra movement range in the army, and then more barrier for all of our blue horrors, pink horrors, and exalted pinks. As well as the attribute causes terror, and then less leadership for enemy armies in the province.
A
83 weapon strength. These are the strongest pink horrors alive. Is it because of we've got the battle brutal business? That's bumping up their weapon damage by an additional 20, so they should only be at 63, which is still horrifyingly effective for pink horrors. 84 on our Furies.
Demon Prince of Tzeentch.
Well, time to make some gold here at the Witchwood. Or not. Time to pretend to make some gold here at the Witchwood.
Damned with power.
Alright. Sweet business. So we can't hit Zlanhwapek, but they've got Liddy out front. And it is a major settlement filled with skinks.
Supreme.
We would run out of ammo though, wouldn't we? Skinks aren't threatening, but we would likely run out of bullets.
Empower magics.
Lord of
We'll do it. Karn here is send him up north. We'll hit Floxlon first. We can't even teleport. Well, sad.
I will recover here.
Move north then, Karn. Zikro, brother. Latata.
Marvelous.
And I don't think we can take this fight. You are a life mage. With Frenzy. A very angry Toad Priest. Here's what we'll do. We'll go into the ambush. Try to set up between. Hopefully Liddy will come out, get caught, and then we can hit Zlanhwapek afterwards. Karn, you have made landfall. Time to get work moving.
Many are the paths to ruin. Destruction.
We're going to take the
awaits.
fastest route into the magical forest possible. Every one of these settlements is going to be a bugger to crack.
Taste the power of chaos.
You're building up as much magic as possible.
Changer.
For Amadeus.
Multicolored sands.
Move you a bit closer. You are rank 13, so we might be able to, if we go changing the way, the Force Rebellion here. Oh, they're a little bit too far away from me. Well, that would be the way, wouldn't it? But Amadeus, we're going to try to hunt down Castable. If he doesn't get hurriedly crushed by the likes of the Skaven. 1,200 gold to generate there. 700 to generate here. 400 from here. Sounds good to me. Put the map in once more, and then we'll keep you, Baronair, moving.
Sorcerer Lord of
Alright,
Charm.
Nangao is under the control of our allies, but we can definitely still build up that corruption through the changing of the ways. We can also switch the Shrine of the Alchemist to Non-Li and then go and conquer that just to get ourselves a cult settlement in one of our own. Like also the Druki on this side are doing a pretty good job.
Prince.
Ossivar, you stay here. We're going to move through the monolith.
For now.
Building up that Tzeentch corruption. It's only going up 27. I mean, that means in 4 turns, it'll be above 100, which is all we need. Building upgrades. Nothing I really care about. What about any of our... Hard to kind of keep up with where all of our initial... That settlement will make us gold eventually, as soon as it stops changing hands. Like, what all of our initial buildings were that we put in that had our dark rituals. Hopefully I can find them again. Come on back down to the Changeling is in the sea lanes. We'll go down to Karn.
Dark Prince.
Welcome, trusted fool.
Ooh, Silestra is not happy with us. She wants us to join her war with the Decadent Host for 1800. See, Silestra, what you don't understand is I'm going to be subjugating all of the Slaaneshi factions, so your money or your life, as she offers us money. New regional power, check that out. It's pompously looking at our, oh look at this, someone else for us to tear down. Rock the Gorebringer, and now we've got a cult in the Chill Road, which is likely taken over by, oh, Druki. Looks like recently. We should pop the building on in and ignore it from there. We need a few more fights with the Druki on our way through, too. How have I lost? There we go. No, that's Rakdo Gorge. Where's the Witchwood gone? Here we are. Lovely, we've got a bit of slow pouring blue raspberry goo moving through the Witchwood now.
Shatters in my wake.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and teleport out of here. Towards the Hag Hall. Hello, Grutshod Muckraka.
Get off, kid!
The goblins are rebelling. Oh, here you are, Legion of the Changeling. We need to quickly get our occult conspiracy and things on in. We can get an army summon and we can have them get out, start smashing through. That is glorious. What's hilarious is Lotta has now moved on over, so we'll just keep ignoring the armies of... How far can you go? Barely to there, so we'll just teleport to Brigone. They shouldn't be able to actually reach us. Nice and dastardly. Ooh, same thing here. Zlitty has come on away from Zlanhua Peck, so we'll take him down out on the field.
Take them!
Should have probably teleported on over here. That'd have been at least an ambush attack for us. Sweet business. We will start off the next episode with a battle against the lizards, the banana slan against our little pink yogurt ball. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Changeling episode. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub throne. We'll see you all in the next one.